Hi, I'm Jen from Root to Rise Physical Therapy, and this is going to be a little mini sequence to help improve mobility around the abdomen, myofascial restrictions that might be there, help with bowel movements, digestion, overall improved breath, and connection to our deep core. So we'll start on the abdomen, we'll start on your belly. So you're going to come on down, start to lie all the way on your stomach, and reach your arms forward. We'll take full prostration pose to begin. So as you reach your arms forward, spread your fingers wide. Allow your toes to spread wide too, and then just shake your hips from side to side a few moments and just kind of feel a little lightness, a little fluidity there. Let your forehead rest heavy on the earth. Take a few moments to breathe deep and wide into the backs of the ribs, all the way into the abdomen, letting the abdomen expand into the earth below. Creating a little bit of lightness, a little bit of lifting off the earth as you take that inhale. As you exhale, release your jaw, release your glutes. Breathe in through the nose, and then out through the nose or mouth. Take two more like that. Another full breath in. Open your mouth, exhale, release the tension. And then slowly lift your gaze and walk your elbows so they're underneath your shoulders. Now make our way into Sphinx pose here. And as you let your elbows rest underneath your shoulders, still continue to spread your fingers wide. So we're coming from this intention of space. Let the glutes relax. And from here, we're just gonna slowly let the pelvis get heavier and heavier. You can just gently nod your shoulder heads back in space without forcing them down. And then give yourself a little bit of a pull from your arms forward, as so your elbows are drawing towards your hips, creating a little length of the rib cage coming out of the pelvis. From here, come back to your breath. You could let your head just kind of really release all the way down, or you could have a subtle gaze somewhere in the front of your mat, keeping the back of your neck long. Breathe all the way to the lowest part of your belly. As you exhale, let your pelvis, your legs become heavy on the earth. We'll stay for 3 more breaths. Expand the front wall of your abdomen, full breath in. Exhale, surrender a little more deeply. Pull your forearms towards your hips, expand a little bit more, full breath in. Full breath out. As you exhale, let your heart come towards the earth, reach your arms forward in space once again. And then take your hands underneath your shoulders, take a full breath in. As you exhale, press yourself up to your tabletop and then press back into a wide child's pose. Toes touching each other, and then letting the knees go wide and the hips back by the heels. You let your forehead rest on the earth. Settle yourself in deeply here in between your thighs. Maybe rock a couple times, side to side, kind of creating a little bit of lightness and movement. Breathe here and let the abdomen this time spill towards the earth in between the thighs. Again, trying to breathe into the lowest part of your abdomen, all the way down to your pelvic bowl and between your sit bones. Take another breath in and a full breath out. Reach forward even more as you inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands over to the left side. So you're just gonna walk those hands all the way over. Keep the right hip really grounded towards the earth, towards your hips, and towards your heel. And then as you breathe here, notice the more increased sensation along the right side body. The diaphragm, the intercostal muscles, the fascia along the low back and side. Can you still feel the lowest part of your belly? On your inhale, walk your hands towards the center, reach even further than before, and then start to walk your hands over to the right. Same thing, keep the left hip really grounded down onto your heel. Let your head rest either on your arm or on the floor. Again, releasing your jaw, and then noticing the difference from side to side that you might have. filling up the left side of your intercostals, diaphragm, and side body. Breathing all the way into the lowest part of your belly. Take another breath in and a full exhale. Slowly inhale, walk your hands back towards the center. Exhale and land. As you inhale, pull yourself forward. Roll over your knees. Let your toes lift up towards the ceiling and let your heart shine forward as you press into the earth and really pull your hands towards your knees. And then as you exhale, let your toes come down onto the ground. You might just start to let your knees become more neutral and then lower yourself back down to the earth. Inhale, reach your arms all the way forward again. Full prostration pose. As you exhale, plant your hands underneath your shoulders and press your way back up to your Sphinx pose. So same as before, we'll kind of maybe shift to the right, let the left toes go long, shift to the left, let the right toes go long, and then press into your hands, spreading the fingers wide. Pull your elbows towards your hips. And then feel the breath. Feel the breath expanding the front body once again. Filling up all parts of your abdominal wall. Mobilizing this area of the body from the inside out with intentional breath. Intending to bring the rib cage out of the pelvis, creating even more length. Take another breath in. And breath out. Let your heart come all the way back down to the earth. Reach the arms forward once again. Full breath. Then take your hands behind or underneath your shoulders. Exhale, press yourself back up. Wide child's pose. Let your head meet the earth. Stay for another 3 breaths. Now allowing the abdomen to spill down towards the earth with all the space that it has between your thighs. You might hear some digestion sounds. Another breath in and breath out. Reach your arms forward, press your palms into the earth. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Once again, roll over your knees, send your toes up towards the ceiling, send your heart forward. Really pull your heart out of your hips. Maybe look up. Maybe stick your tongue out. Then as you exhale, we'll press back. Wide child's pose once more. And then slowly make your way up. We're gonna come right onto the back. So you're just gonna bring yourself right over onto your back body. And bring your knees into your chest once you arrive there and give yourself a hug. Wrap your elbows around the outer parts of your knees. Feel the compression of your thigh bones on your abdomen. And then from here, then start to take your hands to your knees, and then we'll just circle the knees clockwise, letting the pelvis kind of create this sort of circular shape on the earth. Breathing here, inhale and exhale. And slowly go the other way. Kind of creating, sort of like drawing a circle with your sacrum, your pelvic bones, letting there be some movement. And then pause here, open your knees wide, reach through your knees, hold the outer feet, lift your feet towards the sky, let your feet, your ankles flex, and then your thigh bones melt towards the earth. And here, send your breath all the way again down into the pelvic bowl, the inner thighs. Releasing your head and your jaw. Stay here as long as you'd like. And when you're ready, you can slowly bring your thigh bones back together. Place your feet down onto the mat. Let your feet be wide now, maybe as wide as your mat. Take your arms out wide. Exhale and send your knees to the right. Send your heart and your gaze towards, or at least your gaze towards the left actually. Your heart a little towards the right. And then inhale and take your knees high. And exhale, switch directions, just getting a little more movement through those hips. Eventually, Let the knees come back up to center. Let your legs rest long. You might just take a moment to take your hands to your abdomen. Feel the breath, but let it be gentle now. When you're ready, you can let your palms face up towards the sky. Lift your heart and then lay it back down again, nice and intentionally on the earth. Stay here for as long as you'd like. Little Shavasana. When you're ready to come up, you can roll yourself over. I like to take my forehead center to the ground for a few moments, and then press your way up to your comfortable seat. And then let me know how that felt. And feel free to send along any feedback or any questions, any requests, and I hope you have a great day.